as fact. Nail's real. Bitch, I'm a big deal. That's right. I'm a power bottom.
The most neurospicy first date ever. Also known as romance, in this executive function economy?
I'm so sorry I'm late. I got dressed on time, but then I couldn't find my shoes because I forgot I put them in the fridge. Long story, sourdough was involved.
It's fine. I had exactly 17 minutes of pre-allocated meltdown buffer. We're within acceptable range.
They walk inside. Alex immediately trips over a chair leg and knocks over the host stand.
Oh God, I meant to do that. Floor inspection. Safety first.
You scored a 6.8. Lacked commitment in the landing.
Can I get you started with something to...
Do you know how much water a human body needs in space? Because I went down a rabbit hole last night, and apparently it's not just about hydration, it's about radiation shielding. Oh, and did you know...
Actually, water's hydrogen density makes it an ideal passive barrier. NASA considered putting it around crew quarters in long-haul ships. Also,
I'm just gonna come back.
10 minutes later, they've ordered exactly 0 food but shared 9 hyperfixations and reclassified Pluto twice. Progress.
I'm hungry, but also terrified to make a decision.
I made a flowchart. This guides us from dietary restrictions to optimal textural mouthfeel, unless you're impulsively craving chaos.
Yes.
Then let's go axe throwing.
The couple enters a neon-lit axe bar, blasting dubstep over the sound of bad decisions and splintered wood. Perfect.
This is terrible sensory input. I love you.
I just got butterflies, and I think one of them is wielding a tiny flamethrower.
Later, they sit in a parked car with takeout fries and secondhand embarrassment. The mood? Surprisingly romantic.
So, second date?
Absolutely. But next time, library picnic. Less sharp objects.
Deal. Also, I'm gonna stim about this for 6 days.
Same. I'll add it to the spreadsheet.
And thus concludes the most neurospicy first date ever. 1 late arrival, 2 executive disasters, 5 special interests, and maybe the start of something beautifully chaotic.
Thank you for calling the ADHD Advice Line, where nuance goes to die and shame is absolutely free. If you're ready to be wildly misunderstood, you've come to the right place. Menu options. If you're struggling with motivation, press 1 to hear, "Have you tried just trying harder?" said with condescending jazz music in the background. Press 2 if you're overwhelmed, so we can remind you that you're just lazy and need to set an alarm at 5 a.m. like a real adult. Press 3 if someone once told you, "Everyone's a little ADHD," and you want to be violently reminded of it. We'll say it again, slower this time, with extra smugness. Press 4 if you forgot why you called in the first place. We'll place you on hold for eternity with royalty-free elevator music and passive-aggressive breathing. Press 5 if your executive dysfunction has left you crying on the floor surrounded by empty mugs and broken dreams. We'll send you a motivational quote from someone who owns a yacht. Press 6 to unsubscribe from your medication by listening to an unqualified podcast host talk about how Big Pharma is stealing your soul. Press 7 to activate toxic positivity mode, where we tell you ADHD is actually your superpower, right before judging you for not paying your bills on time. Press 8 to scream into the void. We'll scream back. Or press 9 to be transferred to your mom, who will remind you that when she was your age, she had 3 jobs, 2 kids, and still had time to vacuum the ceiling. Still there? Impressive. Honestly, we thought you'd get distracted halfway through. We certainly did. Please hold for a disorganized customer service agent who may or may not exist.
Neon lights flash bright and glow. Cyber city skyline low. Lost in shadows where we roam. Here we rock in squirrel zone. Neon lights flash bright and glow. Cyber city skyline low. Lost in shadows where we roam. Here we rock in squirrel zone. Ducking alley blips and clicks. Metal bars and cyber kicks. Rusted wires mesh and twist. Squirrel zone won't beam as we rock out in squirrel night. See bright in blinding light. Future's here, technology tight. Rocking hard till morning light. Circuits zap the night alive. We survive the cyber hive. Outcast and electric vibe. In these streets we do or die. Digital heartbeats pounding hard. Skies filled with electric stars. We ride fast in glitching cars. Leave behind all city scars. Outlaws in this neon maze. Humming with electric haze. For the future here we blaze. Squirrel zone in cyberspace. Technology tight, rocking hard till morning light. Sun is out, the night alive. We survive the cyber hive. Outcast in electric vibe. In these streets we do or die. Digital heartbeats pounding hard. Skies filled with electric stars. We ride fast in glitching cars. Leave behind all city scars. Outlaws in this neon maze. Humming with electric haze. For the future here we blaze. Squirrel zone in cyberface. Let's get nuts.
To be fair.
Yes, to be fair. To be fair indeed. First things first, I want to apologize if this is picking up any fan noise, because I now have a fan directly behind me, on top of the one beside me pointed at my face, and the one below me that's pointed upward. I'm Not going to apologize for it because it is 31 degrees outside and 29 of those degrees are in my fucking house. So, because I've got that special thing called MS, I need to have cooling shit on me, otherwise I'm going to turn into a melting puddle of pain, and that's just not going to do. So let me know if you guys can hear the fan picked up behind me, and I will try and make some kind of adjustment, maybe shove it over a little bit or something. But other than that, I need to have that sumbitch on, because otherwise I'm going to die, and that's not fun. Anyway, aside from that, hi, how the hell are you doing? How's things going this week? How are you? What's up? What's shaking? What's happening? What's the hoedown, the lowdown, and what's going down? Bye-byes. My mic is pretty hot, so we're just going to turn that down just a notch. And yes, because it is still hot as fuck. Yes, it absolutely is. It is crazy ass hot out. We're in the middle of a heat wave right now, and that's something. That is absolutely something. I'm calling it doom. Doom, 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 da, doom, doom, da, doom, doom, doom. You know that one. Anyway. Actually, what I meant was...
I gotta sing the doom song now!
That one. Yeah. My buddy Gur. So anyway. Heidi ho, what's going on? I see that we've got Moonlight Trees in the house. Obviously, we got Pocket, who's enjoying a day of luxury. Gothic, how you doing, my sib? What is shaking? And Polar Bear Mama, and we got V hiding in the background. Oh, and I see a Jen Hen. I see your little lemony ass right down here. Right down there. Look at that little lemon just waddling along. Hello, lemon. Yeah, I'm here. Hello. Yeah, I caught that you apparently had a question, but you didn't put a question in your comment, so I didn't know what you wanted. I didn't know what you wanted answered, I guess, specifically. I'm doing pain and sucking a ton. Exactly. Absolutely, I agree with that. Today, with it being Wednesday, we're going to get edumacational. Because I did promise that we're going to go over... Rough day brain is applesauce. There you go. Doing better today? Good. Today I did promise we're going to go over the Pomodoro Method a little bit. Had a headache all day. Not yay, I disagree. Iced coffee. Big ass mug of iced coffee. Because, yeah, it's needed. I may be a little bit off today because I don't know how well you can see it, but this is my new daily med dose. I had 2 new ones added to the regime, which, hooray, so I'm adjusting to 2 brand new ones. Yay. So that's going to be something. Weather is cool now, that's good. Take it over a migraine, though. Take what over a migraine? Oh, wait. This isn't a competition. Itchy eyebrow. Alright. So, Animahu. Do I see a Nira? I see a Nira hiding back there. Where did I pull it? Here's where I put it. Just wanted to pull the sheet up so that when we eventually get to it, I have all the stuff ready. Yay. For a moment, I considered doing this stream topless, but then I thought I'm not that kind of guy. Though $20 is $20. I mean, if you want to tip your DJ for... I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yes, I have a stripper pole. Yes, it's in my bedroom. 2, I'm not bringing it in here. 2, 3, whatever. I can count. It's true. I can. Sort of. No surprise chest, no. $20. I didn't mean it. Anyway. Ah. Don't you hate it when you blink and then all of a sudden your one eye just gets blurry out of nowhere? That just happened, and I don't like it. Anywho. So, it's nice to see that some of you are relaxing, which is good. Except for Mama, who's fighting a migraine. You're lucky I'm broke. That's right. If I would have known, if I would have thought that you weren't broke, I would have upped it to more than 20 bucks. Because, nope, gotta put that shit out of reach. So Jen, I heard a rumor that you have company. Is this true, or am I just picking on you for no reason? Because, I mean, I have done that in the past, so why start now, right? I mean, it's not like it'd be the first time. Are you having fun? Question mark? Are you at work? Are you training people? Are you in the middle of a sweltering heat wave? Do you feel the existential crisis creeping up on you and taking over your spine? I'm sorry, that was a stretch too far. Anyway. No. Okay. So you're not working or in a heat wave or in existential dread. I don't know. I just make shit up. I say things. Hey! It do be the other one, Jewel. And by other one, I mean, I know exactly which one you are. What's up, Trouble? How you doing there, birthday song recipient? I don't know, that was just my parallel. Oh. Okay, that's fair. I like how you put feeling, like there's only one of them that you have. I do like how you put that. I'm not Trouble. Sure you're not. Oh, hello! Hello, new follower people. Meant to have an S. That's right, we know you have more than one feeling. I've seen them. One of them was very cheerful and happy-go-lucky. I saw another one that was very angry, and I didn't like that one. It was scary. It was a very mama bear. And, V, your sister's lying to me. Make them stop. Oh, lordy. Anywho. Hello, hello. What's up, RC? What is the little robot next to me? Which one? This one? Or that one? I have another little one on the floor. I have another giant one in my bedroom. Maybe it doesn't happen often, it's justified when it does. The big one? He's the big one. He's actually the little one. It's just perspective. But this is Gurr. This one? Gray and blue, that's Gurr. You don't know who Gurr is?
I gotta sing the Doom song now. Doom, 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 doom.
Yeah, that's Gurr. I need to finish painting one thing on him and then he's going to the front door. Pomodoro Method, is that the one where you eat a lot of Italian cheese? No, but I have heard... I thought that was... No, that's the Pomeranian method, and that has nothing to do with eating dogs. That's a Chinese food recipe. Yeah, I went there. Sorry about that. No, Pomodoro Method is a method for helping people get to work. And that's something that we are going to recap today. And V, don't tell me lies. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. I guess it's one of them days. One of them days. Anywho. I mean, I like cheese. You can have all of it. I cannot have cheese. I'm lactose sensitive. I'm not lactose intolerant, just lactose sensitive. It does not agree with me. Cheese, least of all. But anyway, so today's stream is obviously, like I said, about the Pomodoro Method. And then after we do that, I'm going to remind all of you where you are and why we are here. Because there may be one or two callouts talking about all of the shit we do, and all of the shit we hate, and all of the shit that we laugh about, because if we didn't laugh, we would cry. That's right, I'm going there. We're gonna do it. Like I changed my number. Hides under the squishmallows. Don't. Just don't tell me. Don't even pretend. Don't even pretend you don't know what you signed up for. Don't even fake it. My bad, I think. At least I hope it's mine. You know what my mom used to tell me when I was just a young buck, when I was like 16, way back when, you know, the dinosaurs still roamed the earth. She used to tell me, if you're not in bed by 10, come home. That's the kind of upbringing that I had. Anyway. So, yes it is. Yes it is. Shit passed out couch but here. Okay, JD. All right. Shall we get to the little educational part? Let's do that and get that part out of the way, shall we? So, Pomodoro Method is, and actually, you know, we will just jump to this screen here just to help you out visually a little bit better. For those of you who don't know what the Pomodoro Method is, the traditional way is, it's the, where's the reset? Pomodoro is typically, it's 25 minutes. Okay, so what you would do is you would work on the thing for 25 minutes, and then at the end of that, you would have a short break. Your break would be 5 minutes, and you would, you know, have a cookie, or, you know, have a smoke break, or read a chapter in your book, or something like that, right? And then you would go back to the 25 minutes of, you know, doing the work, whatever it is, be it paperwork or cleaning the kitchen, or, you know, in my daughter's case, cleaning her bedroom right now. And then after that, you know, go on to a longer break, 15 minutes kind of thing, right? So you, of course, obviously you can cycle these. By the way, this website, for anybody who is interested in using it, is called PomoFocus, and I will just put this, I will throw that in here for anybody who is interested in using it for themselves. And then this way you can also, I kind of dig this site because you can add different tasks to it, right? So you can, you know, put, what are you working on? Blah, blah, blah. How many Pomodoros do you think it's going to take? That kind of thing, right? Yeah, scroll back up there. So that's why I kind of like that site. Anyway. Making food for the gut while I watch. You do that. Make yourself some nums. Nom, 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 nom. So anyway, that's what your standard, you know, Pomodoro method is. It's starting off with a timer. The traditional is 25 minutes. The true Pomodoro method is 25 minutes and 5-minute break kind of thing, right? So 25 minutes of focused work equals 1 Pomodoro. And then you take your 5-minute one. Traditional way is 25 minutes of focused work, 5 minutes, a 5-minute break, and then after 4 of those, then you take the longer break. Anyway, that's the traditional way. Now, obviously, for many of us, we fudge the numbers a bit, right? Say, do 15 minutes and take a 5-minute break kind of thing. I would not recommend going 5 and 5 because that, I mean, if you have to, do it. I typically don't recommend it just because it tends to throw off the rhythm of actually getting something done. There's something, you know, damn executive function. I know, right? Ain't that a bitch? We did that. We covered that one 2 Wednesdays ago, I think. The video, since you're on YouTube, the video should still be there. But anyway, so why it tends to work for our wonderful ADHD and neurodivergent brains is because short bursts feel less overwhelming than work for 3 hours. You know, like a standard day job. The breaks are scheduled, which reduces guilt about resting, which is another thing too that I've heard from a numerous amount of people, is they feel guilty taking a break because they feel like they are interrupting their workflow. Fair enough. An external timer, so be it the one on the screen, or if you have one on your phone, or you set a little kitchen timer, whatever. The external timers give a clear start and stop, bypassing task paralysis, right? So that kind of gives you the little kick in the ass, because task paralysis, I put a video up on that yesterday. Task paralysis is a bitch. And if we can do anything to bypass the task paralysis, that'll help us get things initiated. And it creates a sense of urgency without the panic, right? Without that, you know, the last minute crunch, right? Coming up on a deadline. That kind of situation where you've got the urgency, and it does come with the panic, and that's where, you know, the dopamine flood comes in, and you put your nose to the grindstone, and, you know, next thing you know, you've done like 9 days of work in half an hour. So, does this make sense? Does anybody not follow along? Has anybody not tried the Pomodoro or a variation of it? Let me know if you have not. Like, is this new to anybody? Because I know most of us in the community, we stand by the Pomodoro method quite often. You have not. Well, that's a thing. Why am I lagging? Interesting. Anyway, yeah, Crazy Fish Lady, really. I'm surprised that you haven't. Do you have any questions about it? I guess. Because, I mean, that's just a... I mean, okay. I mean, that's fair. Right, I only really learned about it. I just joined. Well, we just started talking about what the Pomodoro method is. Do you need me to recap real quick for you? Because I can do that. We only just started, and it's super quick. Need me to do a quick recap? I'll do it. I'll do it just for you. If you wouldn't mind, that'd be great. Yes, okay. So, Pomodoro method is a timer-based productivity system. Typically, it is 25 minutes of focused work equals 1 Pomodoro, and then you take a 5-minute break after that. After 4 Pomodoros, you then take a longer break between 15 and 30 minutes. That's the traditional method. That's the actual Pomodoro method. Now, a lot of us use altered variations of it, right? Work for 15 minutes and then take a 5-minute break. Work for 10 minutes and take 5, you know, depending on what the task is, how overwhelming it is, you know, how hard it's going to be to focus on the thing. Yeah, okay, yeah, I thought you might have. And why it works for us, because it's short bursts that feel less overwhelming than 3 hours of work. The breaks are scheduled, which reduces guilt about resting. The external timer gives a clear start and stop, bypassing task paralysis, and it creates a sense of urgency without the panic. Also, I would have had the little note cards over here, but again, the heat has been absolutely fucking murdering me, and I didn't get a chance to get them done. I'm sure you understand. I've known about it, haven't tried it because I struggle with it's getting this task started. Right, but as I said, this can also help you bypass it, sort of. When I've been assigned as homework things similar to the Pomodoro method, but the rest was made, you know, the task when I was doing that. So I focus on within games because that. And 30 minutes on 5-minute new task. I see, okay. Sounds kind of like what Polar Bear Mama was talking about a while back. You know, doing 10 minutes of dishes, or doing, you know, all of the plates or whatever, and then stop and read 3 chapters of the book, and then, or 3 pages of, not 3 chapters. No, Mama, no. Read 3 pages and then go back to the task. Anyway. Son of a bitch. Oh well, I tried. I guess you could also do several small tasks instead of splitting up larger. Well, yeah, I think one of the most key things is taking a large task and breaking it into the smaller ones. I think that's the first step, honestly, is taking the larger task, breaking it into the smaller ones. Instructions unclear, read the whole, yeah. That doesn't surprise me. But yeah, first and foremost, in my mind, is take that big task and break it down to something smaller. Because that's the most important part, is turn that mountain into a molehill, you know what I mean? And also, I don't have my timer up. There we go. Speaking of timers. Because I'd like to be able to see when the ads are coming. Alright. So, any questions before I carry on here, since we kind of stopped for a second? We all good? We good? We're good? We're good. Okay. I think we're good. All right. Practical application. How do we use this in real life? What we do is we pick one microtask, RC, microtask. Break it down. Pick one microtask. Example, sort 10 emails, not clean your entire inbox. Read 3 pages, not the entire book. Oh no, wait, that's on the break. Actually, in the case of dishes, like I said, clean the plates, clean the cups. Yeah, Mama, that's right. Clean the silverware, you know, stuff like that. You set your timer, physical one, phone, web app, the browser page, whatever. You set your timer. No multitasking during the 25 minutes. That can be a hard one to catch yourself on. My wife is fucking terrible for that. But no multitasking. Pick one thing. Do the one thing. If you're done the one thing, you can move to the other thing. I'm an insistent tweak for my chronic pain that works for me. There you go. So anyway, no multitasking. When the timer rings, you stop. Even if you are mid-task. I know it's hard at first, but it is crucial. Not, I'll stop when I finish this, you know, this half load of dishes. No, you stop now. Timer goes off, stop. That's part of the getting it into the routine, or getting it ingrained. Okay? It's hard at first, but it is necessary. You take the 5 minutes serially. Yes. Take the 5 minutes with some cereal. Take the 5 minutes seriously. Move, drink some water, stim, stretch. Right? Do what you need to do in order to, you know, it's super cereal. That's right. I'm bad for multitasking. Yeah. Wait, 3 pages, like 45 seconds. Yes, if it is for you, great. I envy that. Because I have to go back like 9 times per page. Because I've forgotten what the previous paragraph said. But yeah, and also another thing too that I like to add in here. What's super serial? Taking the 5 minutes serially. Cheerio. Know what I mean? You take the 5 minute break seriously. But give yourself a perk. Give yourself a treat for it. Now don't apologize for anything. Be that, have yourself some chocolate. Be that, you know, read 3 pages of your book, whatever you're going to incorporate there, right? Give yourself a little treat in there to help with the incentive, right? That dopamine recharge, or at least a little bit of a boost. And then what I saw on some of the write-ups was to use the longer breaks for things like food, bathroom break, mental reset, etc., etc. I don't stand firmly by that myself, but that's just me. I thought this was amusing. Common callouts about Pomodoro that I've heard people say, and I've actually heard people, some of you may be in this chat. No, I don't think so, but common callouts I've heard about it was that it feels dumb at first. Why not just power through? I think many of you can answer that for yourselves. It's easy to forget breaks when hyper-focusing. That's true. That's why you have an audible timer. Timer guilt if you fail a round. There is no fail. It's like do or do not. There is no try. Part of a break isn't... I think that considering using the bathroom part of a break isn't really a break per se. If it's a necessity, then yeah, do it. Especially for some of us that, in which case it may be a little more dire than others. And that, I think we get my timer would be more disruptive for my motivation than just finishing the task and taking the break after. It would be different for everyone. Exactly, and that's, you know, that's why it's on that call-out list, right? That some people think that powering through would just be better, and for some it would be. In your case, yeah, maybe it works better for you that way. In many other cases, not so much, right? Everybody being different. And also that sometimes people need adjustments to it, like 20-10 or 40-10 instead of 25-5, which, again, adjust it to how you need to adjust it. Some tips to make it stick. You're still 10K away. I'm sorry, Jen. Someone does a week louder plus my new appliance, kind of. Yeah, exactly. Right. For some of us, it would have to be altered. Yeah, I get it. Tips to make it stick. Pair a timer with dopamine. This is something that I do all the time. If I am doing dishes, I am always listening to music while I'm doing it because I need that dopamine balance, right? Something like fun sounds, flashy apps, music loops, something that's going to work for you. Start with, if you're brand new to it and you have never tried it before, start with one just to test it out, to see if you can make it work for yourself. Stack rewards, right? Say, I don't know, we'll just say, ooh, piece of candy for now, okay? So after the first one, you get 1 piece of candy. After the second one, you get 2, right? Shit like that. Be flexible about it, though. Don't treat it as a hard and fast law. It's not, you know, treat it like a scaffolding. Like it's helping to support, to keep up what you were doing. It's helping to support your structure of doing whatever you're doing. Laundry, vacuuming, whatever it is, right? Don't treat it like a law. Don't shit on yourself for, you know, if you are a couple of minutes over or you forgot a break or, you know, whatever. Be kind to yourself. It's a huge motivator for me too, plus it helps keeping the squirrel part of my brain busy. Yes, it does. Allow yourself to make adjustments for you without worrying about screwing up the method. Yes. Me too, be scared. Yes. Yeah, be flexible. It also works better if you couple it up with body doubling or community, which is something that I think maybe we should bring back more into the server a little bit, perhaps, yeah? Because I know that we used to do it a lot. I know Lee used to do it a lot. Pomodoro together, things like that. It's not a break at work where you get in trouble if you're late. Exactly. Exactly. The only one who is keeping you accountable is you. Unless you are doing it in a group together where everybody is body doubling and everybody is doing it together. Those are very reliable ways to make it stick. Now, again, body doubling doesn't always work for everybody. Pomodoro doesn't always work for everybody. What's body doubling again? Body doubling, it can be a variety of things. It could be if you invite somebody over just to do parallel play, right? Where they just sit beside you and they're reading a book while you're sweeping the kitchen, right? It could be sitting in a voice chat with somebody in Discord. It could be listening to a podcast, can be considered body doubling, right? But having somebody else there with you, well, podcast is more like they're mentally there with you, not so much physically there with you. But you know, if you're sitting in a FaceTime call or somebody with a friend of yours, right? Stuff like that. Having somebody there to kind of help keep you on task or keep you semi-accountable, as it were. Tools you use aren't being graded, even if you're in a group. That's right. Because what works for one person doesn't necessarily work for everybody. And that's fair. We're all different people. We all have our own different, ways of getting shit done. It's a melty mermaid. Hello. Howdy. We're just talking about Pomodoro Method. Now, okay, so I got a couple questions for you guys. First is, do you have any questions about Pomodoro or about any of this? Does it make sense? Does it not make sense to you? Is it something that you would ever, if you have not tried it, would it be something that you would try? I guess it'd be the first question. Do a lot of tasks on Discord, VC calls, and everything. You don't have access to it. What, really? Like, as in you're not allowed to have it? Makes sense, but I've never done it before. Is that something that you could see yourself doing? And do you think you would need the 25 and 5, or would you have to set your own, like a different ratio, do you think, to use it? And don't feel bad for having to set a different ratio. I have to, right? I typically do, well, it depends on what the task is. One time, or 8 to 12 hours and no breaks. That sucks. You would try 25 and 5 at first. I physically cannot, depending on what the task is. If it's like doing paperwork or something on here, that's different. But if it was like, sweep the kitchen, I cannot do 25 and 5. My body will not be able to physically handle that. I would have to narrow it down to maybe 10 and 5. Batshit Bakery sucks. You can do 20 and 5. There you go, right? But adjust it to, what you feel is going to be most effective for you. I'd like to know the ratio it would take between drive-by movies and drive-by have a nice days. I think the ratio for that is 2 to 1. Honestly. You start with 10 and 5? Yeah, that's what I would generally do. Actually, no, I think it's 3 to 1, Nate. I think it's 3 movies to 1 have a nice day. Autobahn when they nuked the server and now everybody. Holy shit! That seems extreme. My issue is getting myself to do the work on a computer and website. Okay, my issue is getting myself to do work on my computer and website so I could help. Okay, that's fair. Okay, so next question then. How many of you, and then we'll do one in chat, speaking of Discords. How many of you, if we had somebody do up an afternoon Pomodoro session, how many of you would be interested in it? I request 25 larger tests. 25 larger because task switching. That's true. Yeah. Task switching can be a bitch. Oh, I miss Lee's sessions too, but that's why I'm just like, okay, well, maybe if we, have somebody else who would be interested in doing those, or even, even I myself could still get back to work. There you go. I mean, that's something we can certainly have a discussion about. Or anybody, anybody is free to do it now at any time. I mean, we've got the channels to do it. We can take turns doing it. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, hi. What did I miss? Talking about Pomodoro. Used to do that when I worked on school. Yeah. But yeah, I think if we no Discord, some time zones are fun. Oh, dude, we got tons of Europeans. Tons and tons. Sue me. What I was, RC, I'll let you in on a little secret. In the near future, I have kind of a job where I'm helping some friends out at an office with some stuff, and I will, I don't know how much longer my body can physically do it, and if that's the case, and I do have to leave it, then what I will likely be doing is adding an extra stream to my schedule, and it will probably be like a productivity stream, like a Pomodoro kind of thing. Doing VC periodically, and I did one in my server earlier. There you go. There you go. So, okay, here is another question for you guys. What would be an ideal 5-minute break activity for you then? Just out of curiosity. Several time lately sleeping, so I can't set a routine because I sleep half the day away. Pomodoro stream, let's go. Yeah. Yeah, if I do have to end up leaving it, then I'll probably do a productivity stream in its place. Of course, Dan.
Dan done did it.
Get up and walk around a bit. Yeah, walk around a bit. Have a stretch. Could be able to catch more. No, if like I said, if I do, I'd probably end up putting a Pomodoro or a productivity stream in its place. Because at the very least, if I can't do that, if I can't help out that way, then I'd rather help you guys out. Right? 100%. Probably let the dogs out. I mean, that's fair. That is fair. I know what Mama's is. Mama's is reading 3 pages of the book. And then getting back to the thing. To the stuff. To the place where the people are. I know what you're saying. Or cleaning the computer room? Yeah. Yeah. You and me both. I'm ending up with more droid parts in this room than anything. Jay was right. I'm surrounded by droid parts. One chapter. Yeah. I'm gonna be crowded in by droids very, very soon here. But that's okay, I don't mind. Yeah, but you know what? I mean, it is what it is, right? I have to be able to accept my own limitations, and I have to be okay with that. I often don't know where to start. And that's the thing, isn't it? That's where I think body doubling comes in very handy, because if you don't know where to start, somebody else might be able to tell you. Right? Here's a question for you. Here's a call out for you. How many of you are absolutely fucking terrible when it comes to prioritizing your own tasks, but you are the bomb when it comes to helping somebody else? Pick a wheel. That's another one too. Picker wheel is fantastic. Hey, that's a call out. Oh, just you wait. Go back to the couch. Definitely. I'll be the first to admit it. I am absolutely terrible when it comes to being able to prioritize my own stuff. I'm going to the corner. Oh, you guys are going to love me for the next hour then. Because we've now concluded the Pomodoro section. Picker wheel. If you Google picker wheel, what it is it will allow you to... Do I actually have one set up on here? Let me double check here. I do not. Shit. Okay, well. Here's what we're going to do. Okay? We'll see if I can do this in the next 2 minutes here. Picker wheel. Okay, so there's one's a wheel spinner, something like this. Okay, so picker wheel is actually a website of its own. Pickerwheel.com. Now, what you do is you put in, right, all of the different things that you are going to choose from. This one here is just yes, no, yes, no. But, I mean, so you put in, organized socks, fold shirts, do jeans, whatever, something like that, right? And then when you need, you will spin the wheel. Okay, so this makes it absolutely random and totally random as to what. Okay, so this whatever was sitting here, that's what you would do. Okay, so if that was fold the socks first, then that's what you do. You fold the socks first. So, and that, for anybody who wants to look at it, bam. I'll put that right there for you. Cool? Cool. All right. Now, since the bot is now hounding me, you can even hide again for extra spice. Yeah, hey, there you go. You really want to fuck with yourself. Anyway, the bot's picking on me, so it's time for that self-care break. If you're new here, every hour we do a self-care break. Why? Because just like helping organize somebody else's stuff, it's easier for me to tell you to take care of yourself than for you to tell you to take care of yourself. 24-hour shift. Jesus Christ, dude. Take care of yourself. Have a good sleep, all right? Take her easy, RC. For everybody else, time to go get yourself some water, a snack, go to the bathroom, stand up, have a stretch, because we're going to have our own little Pomodoro break.
After these messages,
I guess.
we'll be right back.
Un momento, por favor. We'll be right back. All right, beautiful. Hope everybody was able to grab themselves a goodie or a snack or some shit, whatever. Oh, look at you guys already planning out some Pomodoro goodness. Nothing wrong with that. Like I said, the channels are there. Everybody is free to do. I just noticed my straw sticking up there. Anybody and everybody is free to do it. Grab that ice cream sandwich, you lucky son of a bitch. I wish I had them. But yeah, anybody is free to do it right now. Right? Just like throw yourself in the body doubling voice chat and put a at voice chat. Anybody wanna? No, 7:30. Easiest way to go to 12 hours is literally knock off 2. Double stuff. Fuck you, Dan. No, you'd be right. It'd be 9:30. Actually, I thought it would be 10:30. I thought there was a 4-hour difference. I'm so confused. Anyway, I know nothing. I'm Jon Snow. All right. How you guys holding up? How's y'all doing? Especially those of you that are hiding in the background. How many of you are ready to play a game? Hello, chat. Would you like to play a game? My mouth is cold.
My cat's breath smells like cat food.
Creeper. Fuck you. Let me see. What do I have to say to you? There's this one.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Go fuck your face.
There's that one. There's this.
I don't speak English. Fuck off.
There's that one. What else is there?
Fuck this guy.
Yeah, there's that one. And most importantly.
I gotta sing the doom song now.
Anyway. Pocket is in Atlantic. You know, that one time zone that so many people forget about. Yeah, everybody forgets that Canada has those 2 extra time zones. They just think it's like, oh, Pacific and Mountain and Central and Eastern. No. There's also Atlantic. And there's Newfoundland. I got lost in it. I'm assuming you mean picker wheel because pucker wheel. Well, I mean, that just sounds dirty and I'm okay with that. Will be no sound from here on out. Fuck you, Pocket, you chicken shit. Chicken shit. Like Russia for time zones? I don't even know how many time zones Russia has. Isn't it like 11 or something? If I'm not mistaken. But no, for real, how many of you guys actually want to? We're gonna play a game out of this. If you want. Spin the bottle when you need the picker wheel. I come into laughing and chicken shit, so okay. Yeah, during the first part, we went over the Pomodoro Method. Basically. $11. Good guess. Good guess. All right. So, we're going to make a game out of this. If you want to play, great. You're doing so of your own volition. You're also keeping your own score. Because I'm just gonna trust you that way. +2 to +12. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Uh-huh. Alright. So, yeah, if you do want to play along, keep your own score, grab a pencil, make yourself a score sheet. We're going to play 30 questions. Oh, so, yeah, they're smart. They got rid of that bullshit daylight saving crap. How very Saskamadelphian of them. I gotta walk my fish, uh-huh. Let me guess, Dan's gotta go outside and paint the grass, right? She's who she is, and I'm not apologizing for making her that way. Oh, it's your fault, is it? Alright. Here we go. Let's play a game. 30 questions. For every one of these that affects you or has... Yeah, we'll just say affects you. For everyone that has affected you, give yourself a point. Okay? And can Pocket still hear me? Or are you just lip reading now? I'm just putting a little pause in here because, like, oh, Jesus Christ to me. Because again, y'all just captions for me now. All right, keep up then. Because yeah, again, you all know what you signed up for. All right, well, Mama, get a mental tally going. Here we go. 30 questions. It's called the 30 Love to Hate Callouts. Did you miss me, bitch? Question 1. Or item 1. How about that? Remember, any of these that you are you have fallen victim to, give yourself a point. 1. The pile of dishes where 2 plates feels like a raid boss. Your brain screams it's too much before you even start, and you feel guilty every time you walk past it. Is that you? Give yourself a point. I'm waiting for the swearing to start. Because we've only just begun. How many of you are ignoring me now? Besides Pocket. Said that in the DM a couple days ago. I mean, oh, I just did. Good timing. 2 fucking plates, I wouldn't have a problem. No point for me. Now that you got a mini dishwasher, that good. Good. I don't know. You tell me. No point there? All right. Item number 2. The Doom Box and or Doom Pile. A tote, drawer, or a corner where later becomes forever. Never to be opened again, and it's an embarrassment bomb waiting to go off. That's fair. My wife and I do a little bit more so now. Sume. Every time I open the damn thing. If you've seen my office, you know that it's a doom room is what it is. So and hey, don't feel bad because I've scored 2 points. Right? All right? Doesn't everyone have a junk drawer? I thought everybody on the planet had a junk drawer. I grew up thinking that. I had one in my house when I was a kid, right? My mom had one. It was in the kitchen. It was the one on the one closest to the living room, so the far left. I'm on Doom file number 3 now. Using my whiteboard, yeah. My entire flat is all Doom shit. I mean, okay, there's that. Just embrace it. Every drawer is a Doom drawer. Just memorize the contents roughly of every drawer. Uh-huh. It sounds like my shelf over here. All right. Item number 3. Forgetting why you walked into a room. Your brain buffer goes into overload, tabs crash, memory lost, and it happens daily, sometimes hourly. Then there are the digital Doom piles. Oh, fuck. Hey, Nate. How many, once upon a time, how many songs did you have get lost in the incomplete Doom folder? I still have literal hundreds. So, that's 3 for me if we're all keeping score. Hey, like I said, you knew what you signed up for. On the flip side, know that you're not alone. I don't have to take a point for someone. You avoid the doorway portal, yeah? Lucky you. Done that at work. Tiamara! Welcome to the call-out section of today's stream. Shout out for Tiamara, please. Remind me. Uh-oh. Ah, shit, what I do now? You walked into the call-out part. We're playing a game together. We're playing a game. Would you like to play a game? I'm sorry. Hello, Tiamara. Would you like to play a game? I get called out daily by my mods. Oh, this game is fun. We've done 3 questions so far. This game, straight math, yeah. This game is called 30 Love to Hate Callouts. The first one, the pile of dishes where 2 plates feels like a raid boss. Your brain screams too much before you even start, and you feel guilt every time you walk past it. For every one that affects you, you get a point. Number 2 was the Doom Pile or Doom Box, a tote drawer or corner where later turns into forever and never to be opened again, and it's an embarrassment bomb waiting to go off. That'd be 2 points for me. 3, forgetting why you walked into a room. Your brain buffer overloads, your tabs crash, your memory is lost, and it happens daily, sometimes hourly. That's 3 points for me. Item number 4. Phone anxiety. The ringing phone feels like a horror soundtrack. Even texts feel like demands. And you feel guilt when you don't answer instantly, even though you have no intention of answering it instantly. I want to say that's 3. I'll take the full point for it, but that's 3.5 points. Because depending on, like, if it's a number that I don't recognize and I assume that it's a scammer, I answer it immediately. And I will fuck with them for as long as I possibly can. However, I have a couple of text messages that I haven't got to from last week because I have anxiety looking at them. Wait for it to go to voicemail. Especially if it's like your phone company or your mobile company, and they're like, "You're a week behind on your fucking bill." That's at least 2 points itself. Brain didn't compute. Can you repeat? Phone anxiety. When the ringing phone feels like a horror soundtrack. Even texts feel like demands. You feel guilty when you don't answer instantly. However, you have no intention of answering it at all. An assistant, yeah. There you go. Hardest aspect of the job takes off so much burden from my shoulders. Lucky you. Housing association? Yep. Whatever. You know, a bill or something of some kind. Where they're like, you're a month behind. You and I need to talk about that. Once he said who. Okay, there's that. I can answer incoming fine. Making calls, dealing with texts, that bothers me. Similar. Yeah, similar. I hate, like, even yesterday, day before, I had to call the pharmacy and get them to reload my prescriptions for me, right? And that would, I don't know why, but that became a difficult task for me to even do. I had trouble doing that. Text first, good. Fair enough. Yeah, this could have been an email. Yes, it could have. Item number 5. Needing to pee, but waiting 30 minutes. Your body says go, your brain says nah. The end result is the desperate dash. No logic, but it still fucking happens. You say hold my beer or something? Give me the warning. Finally, no point for me. Lucky you. I can't. I pee myself. Here's a little bit TMI. So one of the... Okay, let's back this up and preface it. You're at 3. Hey, you know, 3 out of 5, not bad. Okay, but that's 5 for me. Weak bladder and all that. That again, fair, right? For me, after 2 kids, bladder. Yep. For me, it's MS. MS can affect the bladder. On top of having shit interoception, because I already was guilty of, and this probably came from DJing in the clubs, where you would hold it as long as you could and then made the mad dash across the club to hit the bathroom, piss in record time, and still make it back before you had to mix the next track. Nate has seen me do it. He can vouch for me that I've done this. Across a 1,000 capacity nightclub, dashing across a loaded dance floor to a bathroom on the other side of the club and making it across in a minute and a half at most. Do, run back on a 3-minute track and still have time to mix into the next one. Waiting for the new bass drop. It's P now. Yep. I get half a point because I have terrible intern. I wish. But anyway, yeah, so on top of having shit interoception, MS also affects bathroom control. So one of the new pills that I am on, because, oh, that's a conversation in of itself. Okay, that's a conversation for another time. But anyway, one of the new pills that I'm on is for that, to help with that. So yay. That takes a point, ramp up and need to be. So I go, exactly, so do I. I go from don't need to holy shit, and then it's like, fuck you, I'm not going to stop right this second. Yep. Or as soon as you get in there, you open the door, and it's like your eyes see yourself, and your brain goes, oh, we're in the bathroom now, time to unload. And you're like, no, stop. 700 multiple mugs of tea, I still didn't need to go. Once you break that seal, man, once you break that seal. All right, item number 6. Fuck me. This is going to be 6 points for me. Item number 6, staring at the food, but eating nothing. You've got a fridge full, but nothing feels right. Hunger versus executive dysfunction standoff at the OK Corral. And your hanger spiral feels like it's incoming. That's 6 points for me. See? I told you, you're not going through this alone. Sume. I got more points than you, so shut up. I'm sorry, did that one feel personal? No point here, lucky you. Massive call out for somebody else, so yeah, me too. Uh-huh. You love me and you know it, you little shit. Item number 7. Why are you so tired? You didn't do anything. You have invisible exhaustion from masking and thinking. Soul-crushing invalidation that makes you doubt yourself. How loudly are you swearing at me right now? Really hit capital. Someone not too loud. All right, that's fair. Chronic illness point. You want to know? If you want to share, by all means. Me and the therapist said to talk about that one today. That's a struggle that I go through every day. Surprisingly, still at 3. I'm envious. And again, I know that this is going to vary wildly from person to person because not every one of these is going to affect every one of us. But for the ones that do, I bet they're going to hurt. I'll wait for Mithru here. And then we'll move on to item. We're only on item 8 now. Having a shower. Now I'm done things today. Yeah, once you get that shower, you're done. You're complete. Your tasks are... Consistency is key. Yes, it is. 6. Not bad. All right, I'm going to carry on. We'll catch Mithru when they post. I'm sure 3 Kelvin body too. Oh, for me it's heat. Right now, heat is the worst. It's 30 degrees outside and it's 29 degrees in my house. I just checked. I enjoy morning showers. I don't know if I have a time of day. Well, for me, I think it's later in the day is my preference. But no, of course, right? I mean, it's pretty dry here, not compared to Arizona, but I mean, it's pretty dry here. It's just, we're not tempered for that, usually. Door open by itself, too. Oh, that was Sabine. My dog came to poke me in the side and say hello. All right. Item number 8. Problem was it dropped 30 degrees in like an hour. Yeah, that'll do it. Item number 8 is called the 2 a.m. life planning session, where bedtime turns into career planning hour. You're thinking about taxes, old fights, or death. Sleep is obliterated with no solutions gained. Anybody? I'm on 8, by the way. For those of you that are cussing me out right now, I'm batting 1,000 right now. Personally. Now I'm called out. There you go. Can you repeat? The 2 a.m. life planning session, where bedtime turns into career planning hour. You're thinking about taxes, old fights, or death. Your sleep is obliterated with no solutions gained. Basically, planning your life out at 2 in the morning. Chronic fatigue is a previous sleeping and you might want to work on some of this. In what regard? Got to shift that up to bedtime and just can't get my brain shut down to sleep. Same problem. Or rather, tacked on to the other one. Shopping, yeah. Chronic tiredness means sleep. See, now, for me, that's kind of the other way around. For me, it's, I have the chronic pain, the chronically tired. It's not a checklist. Symptoms having the urge to redecorate your entire home at night because, of course, you don't have spoons for it that day. Yeah, I've done that before. Fuck, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, the chronic pain and chronic exhaustion. But on the other hand, the brain not shutting down, right? I just got insurance, so finally getting med-surgery. Nice. By the way, Mara, your fucking country, dude. God. This isn't an area you want to overachieve in. I don't know. So just talking. Never. Nope, never. Just try to survive one day to another. I don't blame you. All right, item number 9. Those of you who know me know that this is an automatic point for me. Looking forward to a Weird Al concert this weekend. I'm envious of you. Item number 9. The tab apocalypse. 47 browser tabs are open, each in 4 different browsers. None can close. They slow you down, but they all feel vital. I'll get back to it later, you tell yourself. He did not, in fact, get back to it later. I wish he'd come to you. Me too. I know that one hits me. Autism wouldn't fight against ADHD on this one. I hate having a bunch of tabs open. Only 49. You know what? I wrote 47 down to be generous. Okay? I cannot have my browsers open right now. I have one separate. I have Edge open right now because I don't have a bunch of tabs open that are vital. No point for me. I just bookmarked them. Bookmarks are where tabs go to die for me. I hate browser. Okay, that's fair. On the other hand, I put in that they feel vital because to me, they are. To me, they are. Right? And some of them are in the plethora of shit that I always have going on. Like design stuff. 54 tab. I checked. I have 102 in my phone. About 200 open at all times, and I use almost all of them daily. I use a lot of mine daily. That's the thing, right? But anyway, that's 9 points for me. Oh, you guys are gonna fucking love this one. Item number 10. Ready? Hyper-focusing on the wrong thing. You got a deadline looming, and you're scrubbing grout out of the bathroom tiles. Productive chaos. Feels good, ruins your priorities. Oh, Mara. Got 9 tabs open right now. It's a lot for me to do something specific. I hate this place. See, nowadays, I actually don't need to, well, no, I can't say, that'd be a lie. That'd be a lie. Back to getting points again. You know, I have a deadline when the house is clean for once. That's why I didn't do well in school. Uh-huh. Yep. Moving right along. That's why something needs to be done. It's eligible for NICE, or NICU, as I call it. But yeah, same thing. If it's not eligible for novelty, interest, challenge, or emergency, then yeah. One of the upsides of my lack of mobility, I can't hyperfocus clean anymore. No, nor can I. Very short burst. Beavers instead of clean. Yeah. Urgency is the U is urgency instead of emergency. That's the one that's most commonly used is the NICU, but I prefer NICE because it's just easier. Anyway, I digress. We move along. Item number 11. You might be able to feel this one as I say it. Clothing tags and seams. Feels like sandpaper on your skin. Impossible to focus until it's gone and your comfort clothes become uniform. Angie, I guess it would depend on who you follow. I've seen, I buy non-tag clothes. If I have the ability to. No? Lucky you. Seam ripper and a buy non-tag, yep. I cut those fuckers out, agreed. Also handy with a seam ripper. Oh yeah. Got them right here. Half point because it depends on what the tag is made of. I mean, okay, I'll give you that. Item number 12. Oh boy. Item number 12. Yes, they are, and they cut tags out beautifully. Item number 12, the forgotten beverage. You make a coffee, you forget the coffee, you find it cold 3 hours later, and it's your daily ritual of sadness. Custom Seam Ripper. What was 11? 11 was the, I thought you heard it. Clothes tags and seams. They feel like sandpaper on your skin. It's impossible to focus on anything until it's gone, and your comfort clothes become uniform. Oof, yeah, I thought that one might hit you. Sorry, Nira, I still love you. And item 12, the forgotten beverage. You make a coffee, you forget the coffee. You find it cold 3 hours later, and that's your daily ritual of sadness. Oh, by the way, for those of you that know Nira from the server and did not hear, congratulations on your engagement, Nira. Mwah. Seeing as you have, I'm going to pick on you for a second, okay? But it's all out of love. Nira has been part of the community for, I want to say, 3.5 years-ish, if I'm not mistaken. Nira has been around in the server, in our community, for a long time. And I'm not going to... 2021, yeah. Okay, so about 4 years. I've seen, I'm not going to mention them, but I have seen some of the ups and downs that Nira has gone through. You have gone through some pretty rough shit. And when you posted up that you guys are now engaged, I was giddy for you. I was absolutely giddy for you, because I think you are somebody who absolutely deserves to have happiness, and I am so glad that you have found it. So, an extra super huge congratulations from me. Cool? I'm done picking on you now. All right. When I say I love you, I mean I love you. Item number 13. My wife is the absolute worst for this. I'm kind of bad. I'll take a point for it, but I'm not the worst. Item number 13. Losing things in plain sight. Keys on the counter. You swear they're gone. Your partner points directly at them, and you feel like your brain just gaslit you. Anybody? Mine is not super extreme, but I'm still batting 1,000 for those of you that are feeling bad. I'm still at 13 points. Can't see it, but I'm holding it. Yep. To your children, I graduated, get my driver's license, got engaged, over the job. 25 is your year. Yep. Not me walking over my jacket this morning looking for it. I feel like I should give 10 points for that one. Give me 30 points and call it even, okay? All right. Item 14. This one might hit a little different, too. Item 14. Where's my phone while holding my phone? Yeah. 14. Forgetting to eat. Hours vanish into hyperfocus. You only notice when you're dizzy or cranky. Your brain forgets that your body even exists because you are just locked into what you're doing. Anybody? I feel like I have to take a point for that one. Using the flashlight, looking for my phone before. I've done that. Through. More fun to be. You know, to get something you not see, even though it's right there. Ah, god damn it, Nira. Some bitch. That one's new since you started meds? Okay. I'm just not hungry. Pocket. Sorry, not sorry. Chill out one of the clip of the mini posse talk. Oh! You know what? Nira, send me a DM and just remind me. I will go make that clip just for you and I will send it to you, okay? But DM me to remind me or I'll forget. You know I will. Plausible deniability. Alright. Item number 15. The one more episode spiral. You need to sleep, but dopamine says no. Instead, you're having a 4 a.m. regret party. What's worse is, it's a vicious cycle. I don't have an issue with food at all, do I? No. No. Struggle even more with food since surgery. That's fair. No, not at all. Mine is one more quest, but yeah, one more quest, one more episode. You know, shift that one to whichever one is more applicable to you. But yeah, I'm not. No, I'd just be lying to myself there too, because I binged. I remember a time when I binged the entire series of The Expanse. Mind you, it also hit on the special interest, so there's that. You see that? Now I have dogs to take priority. There you go. Okay, that works. One more TikTok video. Yeah, that one too. That one applies as well. One more video, right? One more video. I'm here. You can end the stream now. Shitty. I'm not gonna. You're late to the game though. What are we talking about? Earlier we did Pomodoro for the first hour, and now we are playing a game where basically I'm just assaulting everybody, is what I'm doing. So to recap, we're now halfway through the game. And item 15, the one more episode, one more quest, one more video spiral, where you need sleep but the dopamine says no, and you have a 4 a.m. regret party because it's a vicious cycle. Run while you still can. No, not that game. No. Not that game. Item number 16. Yeah, sleep, I've heard about it. Said champion for hockey in 45 minutes. Hey. Oh, good. Item number 16. Feeling guilt while you are resting. You sit down and the guilt floods in. Rest never feels like it's earned, and your recharge is sabotaged because of it. Anybody? Anybody? You know what? Actually, that is the first one that I can say I don't take a point for. I plead the fifth. Jay, if you wanna play along, every one of these that you feel like affects you, you take a point for. Item 16, guilt while you are resting. You sit down, the guilt floods in, your rest never feels like it's earned, and your recharge is sabotaged because of it. You know how hard it has been to rest since I got out of the hospital, so fucking guilty. Yeah, I can actually say that I do not take a point for that one because of the MS. Does it count if the rest of me feels like weakness? Yeah. Is it an ADHD thing? Can be. You're gonna love this one. Item 17. Over-explaining in conversations. A fear of being misunderstood, so your words just spill right out. Instant regret follows, and your social hangover is guaranteed because of it. Anybody? I'm getting better with this one still stings. So I do take a point on that one. This counts as cyberbullying. You can leave anytime you want. I'm about to tell you off. With me repeating myself, Can you stop being so loud, please? Nope. Nope. No, I cannot. The caffeine says caffeine headaches. Yeah, getting better doesn't mean I still don't struggle. That's true. Problem solved. Don't speak. There you are. All right, item number 18. Forgetting birthdays and messages. You love people, you forget the dates. Late texts, shame apologies, and a fear of being seen as an uncaring person because of it. Out of 18, I'm at 17. Caffeine addicts, because caffeine being a stimulant, if you go through, it's like going through a withdrawal. So because you're withdrawing from the caffeine, you get a headache from it. Actually managed this one, get good scrub. Lucky you. Yes, Smithrew it is. I lovingly call that one people permanence. My father used to, for the majority of my life growing up, like I distinctively remember him when I was, I want to say about 25-ish years old. So like way back. But I hadn't spoken to him in, I think, about a year or so. I'm gonna... No, actually, we'll come back after. I hadn't spoken to him, I think, in about a year. Not intentionally, I just hadn't. And I actually ran into him at the mall. And he said to me, and I shit you not, this is a direct quote, "The prodigal son returns." Because he didn't exist, right? He was out of sight, out of mind. I did a video once upon a time. I put up a TikTok, and it was the one video back during when I was actually like popular. I'd put it up and I posted it and I never came back to it. I never replied to the comments on it. I never went back and watched it ever again because it hurt so much. Because I was talking about my oldest child and how that people permanence affected our relationship. Different responses, yeah. It's not like going through a withdrawal. It is going through... Did I say it was like? It is. It is. Caffeine is addictive chemically and triggers withdrawal when you don't consume it. Yes. So yes, it is a withdrawal. But yeah, Mithru, it totally is. 100%. Tell my partner if I don't see it, I don't know what's there. Exactly. Right? Any of my family members, right? If I don't see them on a regular basis, I forget they exist. It's just, and unless somebody brings them up or I see something that makes me think of them, right? Which, speaking of my father, I have to actually text him after, well, actually I'll do it on the break. I have important stuff that I have to share with him, and I've been meaning to do it for 3 days now, and I keep forgetting to text him. Even when you had caffeine the previous day, or... Oh no, if it's a previous day, you might be going through a withdrawal. I think you have to get near people to do that for a more enthusiastic son. Well, we have 11 more items to cover to finish playing our game. How are you guys doing? How's your scores, by the way, before we go to the break? How are you guys doing? Out of 18, I'm at 17, okay? So, don't feel bad, right? Remember, if I'm calling all of you out, I'm calling myself out, too. 12 for you, 11 and a half so far. 16 and a half, I'm sure you can send me. Yeah, I'll fucking DM them to you right now. Just so that you can catch up. Here, just for you, buddy. There you go. Don't mind the spaces on them. Me too. I missed a lot. I missed a lot and got to sleep. I'll tell you what, Nero, when I open your message, I will send you all 30 of them, okay? If that's okay with you. Because I know it's late for you and you got to get some sleep. I get it. 17 and a half. All right, cool. Cool. I will do that. And for now, we are going to do that self-care break. So if you guys, if you don't mind, go grab yourself some water, have a stretch, grab a snack, do what you got to do. All right. And we will.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
We'll be back in just a moment, and we will finish the last 11 questions, and then we will see how we're doing. Don't forget, y'all are amazing. You are fucking amazing, and don't you forget it. All the love to you and to your hubby. Anyway, we'll be back in just a minute. That's a lot of highlights. It really is. Alrighty. Okay, so those of you that are keeping track, you will be happy to know that I did text my father on the break, like I said I would. So, yay me for keeping up accountability. Where are we? I did send Jay the first half of those questions, so he can catch up. And I'm at 8, but there are 3 that I'm put up in over and a bit complicated. That's fair. Whatever. 19 would be next. Yes, it would. That comes after 18. All right. Let me just have a slurp here. Okay. Oh, and I will, for anybody that's not here that wanted to play along, I'll post all 30 of these up in like stream announcements or something for anybody who wants to play along after the fact. Anyway, all right. There you go. Number 19. And this is probably going to apply more to the autistics. However, ADHDers, this can apply to you as well. Having meltdowns over small things. Like you drop a fork and the world ends. Your emotional bandwidth is fucking gone. And outsiders or anybody who watches you thinks that you're just overreacting. That's 18 points for me. How about you guys? One of the triggers, yep. Yep. A new one that I can add, another point, that I can add, well, like I said, it can apply. 4 points right there, is, by the Braid Maker, yeah. Or is because my left side doesn't work as well anymore. So, like, my foot drops, so my toe will sometimes catch a seam, you know, where the linoleum, you know, they put like a little seam thing. Yes, it is. And I'll trip over it. That will, like, the fact that I'm very prone to falling so much more now is bad enough. When it does happen, I go right into fucking meltdown mode. Right? Nobody's allowed to touch me until I stop freaking out, essentially. Yeah, so that one comes with its own goodness. Which, surprisingly, leads directly into item number 20. Random bruises. You have constant collisions with furniture with no memory of the impact. Your body looks like it's been in a fight, but really, you just can't remember how many times you banged your shin on the coffee table. Anxiety and depression cover me for that one. Yeah. I think out of all of like the little non-diagnostic criteria, oh, you're lucky then, Angie. I'm envy. And I'm envy. IR envy. There you go. I think that is probably one of the things that could almost jokingly be put in as diagnostic criteria. Being covered in bruises with no memory of how they got there. IR baboon, that's right. I am cow. Bump into things and feel everything. Then your memory is better than mine. EDS and anemia. Oh yeah, and again, you know, tack on the fact that my balance is complete shit now compared to what it was. It used to be okay. Now it's garbage, so I just get more of that one. But yeah, so many random ass bruises. Oh, this one. I am Weasel. Thank you, Jen. I had that in my head. I say that in my mind so often. It's hilarious. Alright, item 21. Sensory overload at the store. Lights, sound, and crowds equals a fried brain. You leave with 20 things, but still forgot the fucking milk because your sensory overload was just beyond measure, and you need social recovery after that. Aha. I told you guys were going to hate me for this. So that was item 21, and I have 20 points. You done that? All right. Item 22. Paralysis when you're overwhelmed. Too many tasks equals freeze and shutdown. Scrolling instead of action. And the guilt loop just kicks in. I'm waiting for Dan to bonk me again. That was 22, and I have 21 points. What? Apparently that's my new dodge the train. Anybody remember that? Item 23. This one may be oddly specific. And you can also... I'll say it afterwards. Item 23. The laundry chair. Clothes live there forever. It's Schrodinger's laundry. It's clean and dirty all at the same time. Folding? Never. This can also apply to the end of your bed. Anyone? Anyone? Bueller? Where do you sleep? I just fixed that in the break. Nice. Oddly enough, that one isn't me. I will say this one is not me as well, because I am not capable of doing my laundry. However, in a lot of cases, the clean stuff will still stay in the hamper. So I sort of like maybe a half point. I'll take a half point for that one myself. But only with clean laundry. Yeah. I'm the only one in the house. But I'll clean what I can. Mine's a basket that I bought for dirty laundry, and dirty laundry goes on the floor again. Yeah. All right. So I'm at 22 and a half. 24. I am the worst for. I used to hate it when I was in the club. I can only take a half point for this one as well, and I'll explain afterwards. Item 24. Forgetting names and faces. Instant blank mid-conversation. You have that awkward, hey, you moment, and it feels like social sabotage. I can only take a half point for this one from the club because I remember faces very well. Names, not so much. So I'm taking a half point for that one. So that's what, 24? That means I'm at 21 now. And I am you. Hey, you with the face, yeah. You with the hair. Worst place that happens is at a funeral. Oh my god. Me too. I was at my mother's funeral. And there were so many people there that I was related to, and I had no memory of them. Blanked on my own name. Me and names, I forget mine, and people weren't constantly using it. Right? Yeah, that one's an easy one for a half point, one way or the other. That's why I use bud a lot, yeah. That's a very Canadian one. That's pretty Canadian specific. Yeah, bud. Okay, item 25. Collecting too many hobbies. You have a hyperfixation haul of supplies where you start something, you learn everything about it, you're a veritable fucking expert on it, but you burn out 2 weeks later. You have a hobby graveyard in your closet or in the corner, or etc., etc. I always call people thingy. Asshole. I knew that was going to hit you. All over the place? Yeah, that works. And that's a full point for me. So I'm at, what's that for me? 22? That means I'm down 3. Jay has been marked safe thanks to depression and poverty. Fair enough. Guys, like, do you remember me? I worked with your dad before you were born. Yeah, no. Do I remember you from before I was born? Oh, I absolutely do not. What kind of fucking question was that? Sorry, Jay. This one might actually be not directed at you, but this one might be. I stopped counting. I'm at 23 out of 25 so far. Number 26. Having to explain your jokes. There's silence after the punchline. You explain, but the joke dies instantly. I'm trying to think if that actually applies to me or not. I don't need this abuse. Yeah, you do. Hobbies are learning random shit, gaming, making dream catchers. There you go. Lucky you. Uh-huh. I'll take the point for that one. So I'm at what? That's 24 out of 26 for me. And it's just been enlightening. Oh, we're not done yet. Because I still found it funny. I mean, you're just explaining for somebody else's benefit, right? Because I just fucked her dark as shit. It's not my fault that you don't understand the humor in that completely obscure reference to that completely obscure TV show that odds are you've never even heard of, let alone seen. Moving on. Item number 27. I feel like this is going to be a blanket fucking... Ready? Time blindness. 5 minutes turns into 2 hours. You're always late, always guilty, and the clock is your enemy. Or, counter to that, you're an hour and a half early, so that you're guaranteed not to be late because of time blindness. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving this. And that's a full point for me, by the way. I almost had it there. He's always there when needed, yeah. I say that to all you guys about the stream, right? 2 flavors, chronically late or anxiously early. Uh-huh. Playing video games for like an hour. I mean 4? What the fuck? Yeah. Yep. This one is... Nope, not at all. This one may also be a crowd flurry of bullets. Item number 28. Masking until you crash. You're publicly fined, you're privately wrecked. Nobody sees the fallout and it drains every reserve. This takes you between 12 hours and 2 days to recover from. Remember, duck and cover. What? No. That's right, never happens. Never happens. So that puts me at 26 out of 28. Step behind the plants. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, dodge, yeah. If you could dodge a wrench, you could dodge a ball. Oh, son of a bitch. Yeah, this one is directed at me. You and Jewel could both hide behind each other. Item 29! I'd be institutionalized, yeah. Item 29. I am so bad for this. Forgetting your own point mid-sentence. You're talking passionately about a subject and then you're suddenly blank. You have that ChatGPT brain moment. Yeah. Nuh-uh. That's 27 out of 29 for me. What was I saying again? Uh-huh. That should be one of... I should almost have that tattooed on me somewhere. I hate this game now. You only got one question left. It's alright. I was making a point. What the fuck was it? I mean, numerous of you have seen me do it in a VC before. Where you're literally talking about something that you feel is super important. You are passionately going on about it, and then all of a sudden you stop because your brain just took a hard fucking right, and you're like, I had a point, and you have to, like, mentally you're backtracking through all of the points that you have gone through in order to try and remember who said what in order to put you on this track. Yeah, and then never mind, it's part of the void now. Yeah. Coming to the chat for this one. I don't think I do this. And 40 minutes later. And item number 30. Yeah, I guess it wasn't that important after all, yeah. I guess it was a lie. Item number 30. The all or nothing trap. You either have a spotless house or complete chaos. Small progress feels pointless, and your perfectionism can kill your momentum. That was item 30. Out of my control, I'm not taking a point. I'm actually not going to take a point on that one either. So that puts me at 27. Yes, that was the last one, Dan. So I'm at 27. How did you guys do? I'm at 27 out of 30. 25. 30 million. Just under 50%. That's fair. 21. Starting to think the P thing is a full point now. That's fair. Or 3 that require discussion. You're at 27. See, I don't feel so bad. 19, really. 20 out of 30, better than I thought. Yeah, see, like, I got a higher score than most of you guys, right? Yeah. You scored 100%, Mama. Good job. Yep, sure, why not? Another course passed, yep. Another course passed. By the way, I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm pretty proud of that. I've got my my certifications posted on my wall there. Now, people can't exactly see them very well, but I mean, I made a point of putting them up there. At least I put them up. Yay, me. Or some shit. I did want to kind of put them back here, but they wouldn't quite fit in a very visible manner, we'll say. Did you go above the door? Really? Think so? I mean, while it would be visible to the camera, yes. You wouldn't necessarily be able to see, like, to up close read them per se. But that's not a terrible idea. My question is, who's going to put them there? Because you don't live here. And I can't quite reach. Shoost. Put them on a stepladder. 8 out of 9. No, that's bad. If I put them up, I'm staying. I'm pretty sure we've had this conversation before. Or Panda. I mean, we get Panda to do enough for us already. You know, walking our dogs and stuff. So, anyway, I love you. I'm sorry. Not really. But I love you. Lordy, lordy. I want cookies? Grab yourself a cookie. You probably earned it at this point. There we go. Just looking for my coffee. Not the worst intro I've heard today. Oh, fuck! Because you both hit trigger one at the same time. So, haha. And there you go, cookies. Enjoy your cookies. But not the worst info I've heard today. I mean, that's fair. Dan Bonk, the cookie truck, and man, ice cream too. Figure out that building thing. Oh yeah, before I forget, because that's the story of my life. Preview of Sunday. I won't wait on the cookie truck. That's true. This Sunday, it looks like Sunday is a go to have a. I don't want to say a dual stream, but I'm going to have a guest on the stream, and we are going to be talking about stuff and taking any questions and shit that you might have. But I did say that there was a fellow coach that had reached out to me and wanted to do some stuff. So this Sunday, it looks like I'm going to be doubling up with our good friend, ADHD coach Sheila. So I'm probably going to have her, because she is in the Discord, she just doesn't use it very much. So I'm probably going to drag her up to one of our hidden rooms, and we'll have our chit-chat in there. And then you can talk to somebody who is a more experienced coach than I am. Because I'm the baby. I'm still a baby when it comes to this shit, even though I'm double certified. Sheila's been doing it for quite a while. So if you guys have any questions, more established, I don't know if I would go that far. Sheila's been doing it longer. Like, I started following Sheila back in, I want to say the end of 2020 or beginning of 21. Because she was the first coach that I had ever seen. I came across her stuff, and it was one of her very first videos where she put it up and said, you know, like, I'm an ADHD coach and blah, blah, blah. And I sent her a message. I'm like, that's a thing? And she's like, yeah. And she explained it to me. She's like, this is what an ADHD coach does. And I'm like, holy fuck. So she was like the first coach that I actually followed. But, you know, she had been doing it for a while at that point, right? So she absolutely has more experience than I. Absolutely. You've been a spokesperson? Maybe. You have been doing it, just not certified. Oh, I know. I'm not trying to undersell. I'm really not. I'm truly not. Right? I'm just saying that, like, she has done the actual, you know, one-on-one coaching for a lot longer than me. Honestly, if I was to say doing one-on-one stuff, I think I've done it with 2 people so far. You know? Like, not officially. One before I was certified, and one just in conversation afterwards. Right? But Sheila is way more experienced, and she's been, you know, I know some of you guys do follow her, and I've helped by promoting some of her stuff and whatnot in the past. She had mentioned wanting to do some kind of a collaborative effort together or whatever. We're going to talk about it, but I invited her to come and hang out and do a stream and ask a bunch of questions. So if you guys have any questions or want to know some shit like that, that is, you know, above my pay grade, that she would know. It's true. It's true. I have been very informally coaching, even before I even thought that I was. I thought I was just sharing information. Turns out I was kind of coaching. So now I just have 2 certifications to say it. Right? But yeah, I'm going to bring Sheila on, and she's going to come and hang out and do the chitty chat. I just have to finalize a couple things with her. But that's what Sunday is looking like. If anything changes, I'll let you guys know. Beyond reproach. I mean, what are you going to do? So aside from that, aside from the personal assaults, you guys have fun today? You do any learning? Well, I mean, the Pomodoro thing we, you know, learned about, for those who didn't know. What's our next torture subject? I have no idea. I don't know. I only plan for those 3 things. Are you talking about the coaching streams, Mama? Taxes. God, I wish. Well, Coach, I have not had any new suggestions up there. So if you have any suggestions for me that you guys would like to see me do a stream on, how to swallow multiple pills at once dry. Jay, I showed it off at the beginning of the stream, but this is my new pill regimen. Okay? Right? Every morning, I gotta take these. Every afternoon, which reminds me, I have to take my afternoon one. I have to take another one in the afternoon. I have to take another one in the evening, and then I have to take one at bed. So I didn't even count how many I have to take now. I'm on 2 brand new medications starting this week, so I'm adjusting to it. So every morning, I have to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have to take 8 pills in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, 1 in the evening, and 1 at bed. Go up to 10 a day now. So that 8, 9, 10, 11. So I've actually dropped in the number that I have to take. But I've added 2 new things that I have to take. Which reminds me I should probably take this one. Best dispenser, yeah. And yes, I did just swallow that dry. So anyway, for those of you who do want me to pick a topic or whatever regarding ADHD, autism, mental health, yada, 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 up in the suggest and discuss category, at the very bottom, the channel is called Coach Corner. Put in suggestions for me, and I will whip something together on a stream for it. What else? I have now got... This is the part where I do a little shameless promo. I have now got 2 bundles that are available for sale. If you're on Patreon or a Fourth Wall as a member, because you guys are subscribed and already paying me, you get them for free. My pills have helped me lose 21 pounds. Holy shit. Good job, Angie. Was that part of the goal? Yeah, no. Anyway, I do have 2 bundles now available for you guys. The coaching stuff. They're up on... They should be up on the Fourth Wall. Now I'm second guessing myself as to whether I put that second one up. I'm sure I did. Scary Festival wasn't part of the goal. I mean, it could be. But again, if you're a patron, then you guys will have access to all of the bundles for you to download.
Drugs.
If you want.
Drugs. Drugs.
Yes. What day are Coach Day streams? Usually Wednesday. I'm trying to do it on Wednesdays, Jay. It was doctors aware. No need to worry. That's good. What are the bundles? They're workbooks. They're workbooks. You know what? I can actually show you. Just give me 1 second here. I will. I'll pull one up here that I had. Actually, if Jewel, if you do exclamation worksheet, the last one that I put up is available for you to download for free. But just give me 1 second here. There you go, that one there. And that, yeah, as it says, that one is practicing self-compassion. The bundles. Okay, so the 2 bundles I've got up, one is the Executive Dysfunction Survival Kit, and the second one is a Task Mastery bundle. Got an idea? Okay, no, that's cool, Jay. But let me show you here. Just give me a sec while I open my PDF thingy. Actually, I will... I totally did not mean to hit that button, but that's okay. Just give me 1 second here. I will show you the practicing self-compassion one and just kind of go over that real quick with you guys. Oh, Jewel, also, in that coach corner, at the very top, are all of the worksheets that I have given out for free to you guys. There are only 3 so far. One of them is about avoiding procrastination. The second is about building consistent routines. And then the practicing self-compassion. So if you go in the Discord, if you go up to the suggest and discuss, that category, the bottom channel, Coach Corner, it is right up at the top. Any of you guys can have it. Anyone and every one of you guys can have it. It's in the Coach Corner thing and the Coach Corner channel. Just scroll up and you guys can have it. Okay, where was I? Rules are winter. Give me 1 second here. Turn on, damn it. There we go. Whatever, fucking close enough. I don't care. Okay, so this was the last one that I had given out to everybody, okay? Was the practicing self-compassion. Let me just zoom into this a little bit. Whoop, whoop, there we go. Practicing self-compassion when your brain throws a plot twist. Why this skill is important. Self-compassion isn't a fluffy treat yourself Pinterest quote. It's survival fuel. It's what helps you bounce back after life or your executive function. Yeet your plans into the sun. Without it, you're stuck on the I'm a failure swamp, which is basically quicksand for motivation. Why you might struggle with this. Okay, so it's got a couple examples there. Then just some shit that you can write down. What is the setback you're facing? Dealing with that harsh self-talk that we tend to do to ourselves. A self-compassionate response instead. How did it feel? Right? Ways to develop some more strategies for yourself. And then a question that you can reflect on. Basically, what can you do for yourself going forward to, be better compassionate with yourself. Those bundles, they will each have 7 sheets in them, I think, if I'm not mistaken. The executive dysfunction one has avoiding procrastination, which is one that I gave to you guys, but it also has breaking tasks into smaller steps, which is vitally important. Building consistent routines, which I gave you guys that one as well. Creating a daily schedule, setting smart goals, using a planner or calendar for those of us that can, and using the 5-minute rule to build momentum. And in the task mastery bundle, we have got adjusting strategies based on feedback, creating a daily schedule, delaying gratification to reach long-term goals, estimating time needed for tasks, identifying time wasters and trying to avoid them, learning how to pause before making decisions, which I suck at, and using rewards for motivation. Support, not sarcasm. But yeah, they should be available on the website, squirreldad.com. You understood? Good, good. I'm glad. But yeah, as for the actual coach stuff, that's something that I'm actually looking at doing locally. Right? I don't want to step on the toes of the other coaches that are out there, right? And I don't want to come barreling in. Oh, absolutely. Print off as many as you need, Jewel. Yeah, they're yours to do whatever you want with. I don't give a shit. Print off a whole dozen of them if you need. Use one every day if you feel it's going to help you. Print the shit out of them. I love me handouts. Take all 3 of those, print them all out, or if you want the bundle, buy yourself the bundle and fucking print them all off. I don't care. They're yours to do with what you feel you need. Set them on fire if you want. I don't care. That's your choice entirely. I hate this. Fuck that. Whatever you want to do. And again, if you're a patron or if you're a Fourth Wall member or a YouTube member, I guess you join on YouTube, then you guys will get access to them for free because you're a subscriber, you're a supporter. And the fact that any of you want to subscribe to this fucking guy blows my mind. And I need to reward you guys. Or I don't know, reward's the right word, but I need to give back. Right? I'm always trying to give something back to you guys when I can. And this, I feel, is, especially with my new certifications and new quote-unquote new direction that I'm going. I don't think we have a rave one. Probably because we don't have one scheduled. And you know what, honestly, I think the excitement for a rave has really dropped off in the last year or so, which is why I'm not doing them as much. Or the new journal online. I have such a problem using like journals and planners and stuff like that. I'm gonna switch back to here. Personally, I have a very hard time using them. I mean, okay, that's fair. That's fair, Jay. I mean, if you guys want, we could certainly plan another one. Right? I'm not opposed to that. It's just the interest doesn't seem to be there. Okay. Yeah, the interest just doesn't seem to be there like it used to, you know what I mean? And that's what I worry about, is that overexposing it takes away the novelty, takes away the excitement for it. And I don't want to do that. And yeah, okay, there's also the fact that in my time zone, I have to do them. I mean, I could do them, I could set up a way to do them earlier. A nooner rave. I mean, fuck, why not, right? You've given me something to think about there, Jay. Yeah, you've given me something to think about there. I'm going to take a note. We're going to take a note. And rubber pants on his eyes, or was it something else? Narf. There we go. And I will put a whole bunch of stars beside that, so I... Sorry about banging the mic there. There we go. That is something I will look into. You know what they say about taking the high road? Why would I take the high road when I can take the psychopath? Sorry about that. Paint on latex. There you go. Body paint. I've seen it done. Well, you need to exist. A book to love or destroy. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. But yeah, anyway, so those bundles are available for those of you that want or need them. I've never really thought about pitching it, but if you guys ever want a one-on-one coaching with me, anybody in the Discord, I charge half my rate. So there's that. You guys get the more of a less writing defense. Well, it's actually 30, but close enough. I did make the $20 joke earlier, though. Yeah, I don't pitch it very often because I don't know, I suck at that self-promo and whatnot. But yeah, any of you guys who do want a one-on-one coaching session, $30, right? Because my rate for anybody else, my regular is like 60 for the hour. It's actually 60 American, so it's closer to 80. But I mean, hey, we'll talk, you know. Yeah, if anybody's interested, just DM me. We'll work something out. Again, I'm not used to pitching this kind of thing. But, you know, if that's something you guys are interested in, hit me up. I'm getting paid. For a second, I thought that said pegged. All right, buddy. I'll talk to you after. Which, I just noticed that my time is winding down here as well. We should probably wrap her up. Kind of thing. So, I hope the call-outs weren't too much. By all means, DM me in the Discord if you're in there. You know, I'll be happy to talk. We can arrange something. If you're in the community, like I said, I'm giving you half off right there. Right? Obviously, I still want to, you know, get paid for the job kind of thing. But yeah, anybody in our community, half off right there. Why? Because the main reason I got these certifications are for you guys. Honestly, is to help us in the community. That was the point for me. And again, don't forget, I'm going to be bringing on my good friend Sheila this Sunday. We're going to have more coach talk with half off on the session. If you want one of the bundles for cheaper, just become a patron. I'm just saying. Because the patrons get them for free. $5 and up anyway. We'll be in touch. I don't know how. Here, I'll show you. Sign up on that. And they'll be right there on the Patreon for you to download. That's my little sneaky workaround. Because, and I'm sure those of you who are on the Patreon can attest to this. I try, and I've kind of sucked a little bit on it lately. Just because heat, weather, new diagnosis, etc., etc. But I try and put, like, any of the raves that we have, I put recordings of them up for people to download. So they can have a copy of the rave. New music that I'm working on, I put copies up for you guys first. New merch that I design, I try to put it up there first for all patrons, regardless of level, to check out first and get opinions. Stuff like that, right? I try to give back to anybody who's supporting me in that way. I always try and give something back to you guys, right? Because, you know, I love giving back, and the fact, like I said, the fact that you guys want to support this, I try and give you something for it. I try and make it worth your while, right? Anyway, it is that time. We are going to wind her down. So, thank you all again for hanging out, for being here. I appreciate the shit out of you guys. Hopefully the assault wasn't too heavy today. And I hope you guys had fun with the little game we made out of it. Remember, it wasn't personal, and I scored higher than most of you. So there's that. That's right, hang in there, Nate. Unfortunately, I have to work this Friday, so I will not be streaming this Friday. Next stream will be Sunday, where I'm bringing Sheila on. Until then, I will catch you guys in Discord. You guys have any questions or anything for me, DM me. My DMs are always open to you guys in the community. Hit me up. Don't be afraid to. Don't feel bad, ever, for DMing me in the Discord, all right? Until Sunday, I will see you in there. Drink your water, take your meds, be kind to yourself. Mwah. I love you long time, and I will see you on Sunday. Ciao for now.